So I just spent $4,000 with 5%ers, failing like 4 challenges or whatever it may be, but I finally just got funded with them. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why I failed all those challenges, some lessons that I've learned, also going to go through the dashboard and my experience with 5%ers so far. And as you may or may not know, I'm on a goal to try and get $3 million in funding this year and $1 million worth of payouts. Now, hasn't gone too smoothly, I must say, for the first part of this year. However, it doesn't mean we give up, and we learn from these mistakes and try and get better every single way. And to be honest, when I did do this run last time, I actually did nearly 100k in 1 month and 2.5 million funding in 1 month as well. So you just need to wait for those really big moments to come, but you got to take it slow and you cannot rush the process. As a bit of an update, I basically bought Think Capital, I bought Funded Next, obviously a max allocated with FTMO, and then I tried 5%ers. Now, one of the reasons why I have such a low rate with 5%ers is I was trying to figure out their platform. Also, their spreads move very quickly, and it was very aggressive trading, I must say, from my side of things. And I think that was the emotion because of the way the liquidity moved. That's not on them, that is on me. And I ended up failing quite a few challenges, but then I locked in, I took it very slow. And now, obviously, in this video, I have passed phase 1 and phase 2, and then I will request a payout soon enough. Now, I'll make a whole new video talking about the payout process, how it went essentially as well, if it goes well or it doesn't. I've just submitted it soon, so I think it'll be like next week I submit it. But regardless, this video I want to talk about their overall page, their challenge, why I chose 5%ers, and then also phase 1 and phase 2, just to kind of review my trading as a whole. So without further ado, let's start off with the positives. So here's the positives first. This is my first account where it was a 10% target, which you need to make $10,000. They've also got this rule where you need to be able to have profitable days of minimum of $500, which I thought was quite interesting. But you can see from my trading, it was very clean. I started off with a nice win of 4K, then 2K, $872, 300 something, 3,000 again, and then just on a nice little win rate. And the win rate came from me losing the previous challenges as well, because I was trading through those losing periods and I couldn't do anything about that. My trading style is what it is. The market just didn't pay me for the opportunity, but it did when I started this new challenge, which is why I was able to pass so fast. Then I went on to phase 2, and you can see the risk was very much similar as well. We had a little bit over 1% here, but it was 1%, under 1%, under 1% again, $500 here, $500. You can see all the losses are very clean, really clean. And the best thing about keeping the losses very clean is that when you do have a win, it pretty much wipes out all of the losses in total. So we had a 4K win, then we had a loss again, then we had 1K, started to stack up again, 1K, 2K, and then a 600 to push me over. And I only needed to make 5K profit, but I ended up hitting a target of $6,356 with 5%ers. Okay, so here are the challenges so far. So you can see I failed 100K, 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 and then another one here and a 20K. If we want to go on to the orders, here are the orders and the billing that I've had so far. So you can see that I failed pretty much, let's call it $1,000 here, $2,000 there, and call it just $3,000 there. So I spent nearly $3,000 on these challenges, but I think that over 1 or 2 or 3 payouts, that's going to pay back all of my investment, and I'm going to have the funded account, and I'm going to be able to trade as well. So that being said, losing those $3,000 really made me a better trader. And not only that as well, it just goes to show the power of prop firms. I've shown this time and time again of like me buying the challenges, me failing them, and the whole ratio, because that's the end goal. Like, what are you making? What is the end goal? What is the end profit? And I think that's imperatively important. Trading is a game of you versus you, and I think that the power of prop firms is insane, but that doesn't mean we can neglect a personal account as well, which is why I will be making a personal account later this year and going to have that track alongside with all of my prop firm challenges or funded accounts. Now, before I go on to the review of the website and 5%ers and how it kind of went, I think that is really important to understand that once we learn and fail from these challenges, we have to see, why did we fail that challenge? Every time I failed a challenge, I looked at it, and if I didn't, I could see that the next challenge would have failed as well, because essentially what you're doing is you're repeating the same mistake trying to look for a different result, and that's exactly what insanity is. So we've got to make sure that our approach to the matter is very smart and intelligent. Not only that, we have to be very real and humble with ourselves and make sure that we understand what are we doing right and what are we doing wrong, do more of what we're doing right and do less of what we're doing wrong. All right, so If you're interested in getting a challenge, I would say that we've got FTMO, Seeker Capital, Funded Next, and Think Capital. There's all sorts of discounts down below, so make sure you go and copy your challenges. I think that 5%ers is definitely a company that probably should be last on your list. Number one, the maximum funding you can have is 100k. Number two, one thing I've realized is they've put pretty much everyone on a risk assessment, which is fine. It's not the end of the world, but I'd rather get 400k with a firm that doesn't give me all of these rules and get paid out and also be able to make much more money with them. Now, I am going to really try my best to scale with 5%ers. I think it's made me a better trader with some of these rules, but in the payout video, I'm going to explain to you more of these risk rules that they've put me on and my thoughts on that as an overall. So let's get back to the video of talking about the overall challenges. So 5%ers is probably one of the ones that have had a really good review in the space, but I must say, as soon as I came into it with the risk email I found out that pretty much everyone has had that. They've had over 12,000 reviews on Trustpilot. They've got 3 types of program, which is 1-step, 2-step, and 3-step. There are a lot of people that have been paid out as well. I mean, me being one of them very soon. They're very, very good in terms of their trading performance, and I believe they're actually probably another company that will actually move you onto live proprietary trading funds. So the challenge I went for was a high stake program, and what it is you have a profit target of 8%, a maximum loss of 10%, a maximum daily loss of 5%, and you must have a minimum of 3 profitable days. If you can do that, then you can pass, and then also you can scale. You also get your refund, which is actually given to you as a credit and a bonus, as opposed to a quote-unquote refund, which I get because it's the name of the regulations. But last but not least as well, it's got a lot of these rules that are laid out quite nicely. I quite like how transparent it is here, and you can kind of learn a lot from the specifications of your challenges. So they've got MT5, which is their main platform, and that's the only one I've used. I don't know if they've got any other ones. You've got FX, you've got metals, you've got indices, and then last but not least, the support has been quite good so far. The payout seems to be good so far, and pretty much all I can say is I think they probably are one of the top companies for sure, but it definitely isn't in your, I wouldn't say it's in your top 3 to get funded with for sure. So let me know what you guys think of this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I just want to know, have you guys traded with 5%ers? What has your experience been so far? And more importantly, if you are looking to get a challenge, a link in the description below, or you can go and copy challenges up to 50% discount, 15% discount on any of the firms that you are interested in. Okay, and if you want to learn how to get funded just like me, the course is open. 299, 3 steps. See you inside. Champ out. Peace.